I'm Sam Fabian and this is Cool Meadows Garage. Today we're going to be installing a set of 3478 Odyssey batteries into our 1-ton S10 race rig known as the Plum. To do that, we're going to be using a set of Barnes 3478 battery trays. We're installing a set of Odyssey Extreme Series 3478 batteries. These are a dry cell battery. They could be mounted in any orientation and makes for a very good battery for an off-road rig. To hold them in place, we've gone with a pair of Barnes 4-wheel drive Die-Hard Odyssey battery boxes. These are manufactured and designed for the 3478 series of both Odyssey and Die-Hard batteries. They're a real simple setup. It's a top clamp style where just 2 bolts will suck down the top clamp on top of the battery to hold it in place. And they're also very budget friendly, very universal. They could be had from the Barnes website for $47 a piece and are set up to be pretty much mounted anywhere in any vehicle you choose. So this is going to be the general location for where we're mounting the Odyssey battery trays. It's driver passenger seat here. This is where the rear seat used to go, now replaced by goat-built fuel cell. So what I'm going for is to tuck both batteries in behind the fuel cell in front of our rear shocks, and we'll be doing that with the Barnes battery trays, but here they're just sitting on the floor. I think I'm going to go with a raised bracket, that way you get them up off the bed floor, maybe open up a little bit more storage space under them, and keep them a little bit easier access for when we're reaching in, changing out batteries, or making any repairs. Okay, so here we have our finished cut, 2 long pieces at 23 inches in length, 2 shorts at 9 inches in length. Next up is going to be squaring them off and welding them together, and then you'll get a better idea of the mounting bracket I'm building. Now here we have our finished main bracket for what's going to be the base of the battery setup. And basically what we're going to have is each tray sit there like that. And both batteries, 1 and 2, right there. And then I'm going to have a flat piece, fill this in with a piece of sheet steel, and this will be where my battery connections are made, where the 250 amp mega fuse will be mounted, and any other external accessories that have to get mounted directly to the battery. I'm going to have a positive and negative post to tie those into. They will not tie directly to the battery. There will be battery cables coming off the batteries to one single positive post, one single negative post. So the mock-up right here. Let's see how much we progress. And here's our finished battery. Piece of sheet steel up front. The 2 Barnes battery trays are tigged into place. And now time to mock it up in the truck and build some lower front supports to keep everything in place. Okay, so here we are with the tray assembly mocked up, sitting in its location. The back of it I am going to stitch weld along the face of the shock tower, and then the front I'm going to take a measurement from the floor to the bottom of the new tray and build 2 front legs and weld them in. And here we have the full battery tray set up, welded in and finished. Front supports tying down into the fuel cell tray, and the back stitched into the shock tower. Next up, we start working on wiring in the Odyssey batteries. Next up, we are going to wire our batteries. What we're going to be using is a Fastronics 250 amp mega fuse. I'll be reusing my Fastronics 200 amp on-off switch with the mounting plate. Then I'll also be reusing some of the original battery cables and making new ones as necessary. And then we will be finishing it off with 4 side post terminal extenders to be able to mount all our battery cables onto the side posts of our Odyssey batteries. 2 Odyssey batteries mounted up. We are fully wired. Negative terminals going to our junction block and heading down to the frame for ground. Positive terminals going together to our 250 amp mega fuse, and then down to the main power on-off switch right here, and then down the frame rail to the engine bay. Well, there you have it, folks. That's the finalized installation of our Barnes 4-wheel drive battery boxes and our Odyssey 3478 series batteries. I'd like to thank Barnes for sending the battery trays and Odyssey for hooking us up with their batteries, and looking forward to see how things turn out in our next race, September 7th at Roush Creek.